Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we are back for some more Dragon Eclipse. So, for people who were very confused because they didn't catch the live stream and they watched the previous one and were like, wait, was there a skip? Why is he mad? It was because when I was fighting against that misling, I completely, for 30 minutes, I stayed alive and mobile, which I guess that's something to say, but I completely botched his movement speed, which would have changed the entire dynamic of that fight, which you got to see after I reset up the game. So, my plan, I was waiting for that video to YouTube finish processing it, so I can go back, edit it properly, right? Cut out even the part of me being like, dang it, and put in and just continue on the fight where it goes. So my plan is to do that this week to get that up for future people watching the game. But we're gonna move forward, right? With our playthrough that was going on, and I'm glad you're here to join me if you chose to hang around. I always appreciate y'all hanging out with me. So before I begin, just want to say thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither just coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. Where did we leave off last? We left off last, one of the great dragons flew in, a shadow dude showed up, and then we fought that shadow guy, that misling. The dragon died, and now we have to, and then he grabbed the misling and ran off, and now it's either follow him or go back to Careburg to see what was going on. I'm going to choose to go back to Careburg for this adventure of this playthrough. I'm sure that other people who are playing this game probably took a different route, and you will see a different adventure from them than from me. So this is kind of where I'll be going with it. Yeah, the other thing that's a change that's going to be coming as well is in terms of... Hey Mark, how's it going? In terms of, hey, plays the thing, how's it going? Hello, hello. In terms of me, in terms of fighting mislings, how I interpreted the rules, and God knows I've been wrong 30 ways to Sunday, so it could be wrong here too, and I'm okay with that. But it's more in terms of the retreat mechanic says that they try to move away from you, right? Which means coming close to you isn't something that they would do. To move away from you. However, a lot of people in the chat was like, well, they interpret it as it'll side skirt you to run away. So, hey Matt, how's it going? So, it's how I chose to do it is that avenue of, instead of trapping it in a corner, it'll try to move around you and run away, right? So, if that means it gets closer, that means it gets closer. It's just more... I see how you can game the system by just kind of nudging it into a corner and you're like, you can't go anywhere. We'll get you. Like that creepy uncle. So, but I will definitely try to, I'll do that now. So retreat's it's gonna just try to run around me and run away. If it stops in my space, it stops in my space. So we'll go from there. Also, whenever dropping tokens, the closest space to me without a token is my space. So I'm learning as I go through. I'm not going to play this game perfect. This ain't the channel for that. This is a channel to learn, to grow, to get better, and have fun while doing it. The #1 key rule, have fun while doing it. So let's go ahead and get down to the table, play some more Dragon Eclipse, and learn and grow as we play board games together. Let's see. All right. So we left off with the map here for us to either do Aftershock, which goes to C section, or Cold Trail, which goes to D section. So one of these two will be there. Now there are other places to go visit if we want. Looks like here and here, but this is kind of where we are. All right, so we are going... let's see. What do we got? Oh yes, it's snowing Kentucky. Yeah. I hear a bad storm's blowing through, and that bad storm has brought rain, Mark says, from rainy North Carolina, where I am as well. Has brought a lot of rain and thunderstorms today. An afternoon from cold but sunny London. That sounds awesome. I will actually be there in May. So, yeah, I will be in London in May. Alright, let's dive in. So we're going to be doing Aftershock, because after the dragon died, we got to see what happened to Careburg. So we'll grab our book of bookdom and go to section C and deal with what happens in Careburg. So, let's see. Aftershock. Here it is. Flippity flip flip flip. It feels like a lifetime since you left Careburg in search of the source of the tremors. Now the time has come to return and ensure the safety of the town and its folks. All so dear to you. Your mind often strays to the ominous being who killed the Dragon Guardian. They have entered your world through an uncanny portal and may still be lurking unseen. You are determined to protect Careburg at all costs. But there is a more pressing matter on your mind, which you have kept secret from everybody. Since you met the dragon, you haven't been fully yourself. You're plagued by blurred, disturbing visions of islands floating in the air. Terrible headaches always accompany that sensation. You must learn more about these sights from your dreams. What significance do they hold for you? Hints. For hints for this one, there will be you may encounter one of the previous enemies in a random combat. It says that water and fire mistlings will be very useful, so, you know, my number one still, my Pikachu, my Bulbasaur will still be coming with me. Choose one. Reconsider, choose another scenario from the world map, or start the scenario to read on. We're going to start the scenario. Choose 2 mistlings to accompany you during this scenario. Perform the deck construction. Okay, so the 2 mistlings and I gotta pull out the box packed full of mistlings. So the 2 mistlings that will be coming with me are going to be my young Iceling, of course, and I have that deck built out. And these are story stuff that I need to put in. I'm gonna drag the fur wing with me. So we're gonna give the fur wing a shot to see how they go, and I still need to do deck construction on this one from what we have to build up, which shouldn't be too hard to do. So these are going to be the 2 that I take with me on this specific chapter adventure. A water and a wind type. Alright, and when it comes time to deal with them, that's what we'll do. If you have time passes status, I do not. Go to script C1, otherwise go to script C2. When you set off for the town, the moons separate and the sun fully rises. Your head is still full of images you cannot comprehend. The eclipse and all those gaps in reality, the dying dragon guardian and the ominous human-like creature were enough to baffle anybody. Still, it was only the beginning of wonders. The body of the dead dragon began to transform rapidly until it became a low hill overgrown with grass, flowers, and trees. You wish you hadn't been in a hurry. You would have left to explore it just to make sure you weren't hallucinating. The future of the town, however, seems more precious to you. As you head there, you cannot help noticing that a flock of mistlings that witnessed the dragon's death decided to follow you. They are curious and impossible to chase away, which isn't good. A conglomeration of mistlings of all sorts and tempers does not bode well. From afar, you can see that Careburg suffered severely from the quake. The walls surrounding the city lie crumbling in many places. Fortunately, you already hear shouts of people organizing themselves to help each other. There are even more creatures amassed in front of the ruined gate. Your experience tells you that in such situations, trouble is a spark that catches stray kindling, so you're determined to challenge the most aggressive mistlings and thus show the others who is in charge here. The town needs no more problems after all. Go to C4. You advance your mistlings by your side. The aggressive creature shifts its focus directly to you. Set up a random combat, close the adventure journal, and start that combat. Really already? Sure. Cool. We're getting into a fight already. Let's do this thing. Flip this, put this over here. We're going to zoom out a little bit. Which is it? This one? Yeah. And we'll move this off the board. And we have to do a random encounter. So we'll grab these for all the ones that were behind the random encounter. Give them a nice little shuffle. And we're going to pull one of these, and this is who we're going to face. So if you didn't tame a misling, I believe they get added to this as well, so you have a chance to tame them again. But since we tamed all the ones that we've encountered so far that we could tame, these are the ones that we can't. So it'll be that one, whatever that is. So we'll grab this tier card, and let's see who our challenger will be. The Elkthorn. So this arena card 10, map 2, enemy cards 51, 52. We're not doing major corruption, and we've got tames. Hey Pontus, hey Derek, how's the game? How's life? Game's going well. Life is progressing, right? Doing the best that I can. And yeah, so far so good. Pontus, welcome. So 51, 52, and 53. Tame cards 51, 55, 56, and action cards 6. Oh, okay. Missing Encyclopedia 53 and 54. I might have to check that out. 50. Oh, if we tame it, I see. If we tame it, that's what we get. Okay. All right. I see. All right. So this is what we're going to be facing. So it is a grass type. That is there. So we'll pull this. I'll be doing the setup while I put these up here for you all to enjoy, to consume. And we'll put this one we'll put this one right here. All right, so we need arena card 10, map 2. Ooh, there's that ringing noise in my ear. Map 2. I don't know if you're map 1 or 2, my friend. I did not roll this back right. Map 2. Right the first time. Love it. Map 2. Alright. Map 2. Arena card 10. Okay. Let's put this down. Arena card 10. The Elkthorn. So, y'all read it, but I didn't. So let's get some setups going here. Pull you up some, move you up. Oop, move you about right here. Alright, so... Yep. So let's check out its setup. So its setup is that its ult is going to trigger on 3. So I'll put that there. And it has, its enemy cards are 3 triangles. 1, 2, 3. And 2 little loopies. And that's all it has for its enemy deck. And then this is what it's going to do. So it's got a passive. Elkthorn has +3 attack if it has rage. Otherwise, it has +3 defense. Oh, +3 physical defense. Elkthorn discards rage after it attacks, even if the attack didn't deal any damage or there were no opponents in range. So with the first symbol, rush, deal 3 willpower damage in range 2. If it's a water type, gain a rage. Rush, so then the other one is rush, attack +1. If the attack didn't deal any damage, gain a rage. And special ability, cleanse weak, which means if you're weak, get rid of it. Attack +1 and gain rage. And how do we tame this bad boy? Weaken Elkthorn. Elkthorn has 10 health or less. Looks like we just got to knock it down halfway. Snap it out of its rage. Deal at least 4 damage in 1 turn to the Elkthorn with rage. So it has to have rage, and I hit it for at least 4 damage. Show your power. Deal at least 4 power in 1 turn to Elkthorn without rage. Even if you defeat it when you fulfill this condition, you still tame it. So, cool. Okay, so move you up even further. So these are your rage cards. They're here. The arena itself has So place mystical trees on those symbols. Oh my god. On the weird washy thingies. I think there's 3 of them. And throw stuff all over my game table. Yikes. Okay. Rules. When you or an enemy ends their turn within range 1 of a mystical tree, Elkthorn gains rage. You and the enemy can't move to or be placed in a space with the mystical tree. What? When you're in range 1 of them, but you can't move, it's a block space. Gotcha. End of random encounter will go to script 200 of the current scenario. So that will be here. And you are strong against water types, so the Furwing is going to go first. Which means I gotta set up the Furwing deck. I thought it was going to be the Iceling first, but nope, Furwing time. Alright, shuffle these up. Flip this over. So Triangle will be first. It'll be coming up, and let me build your deck real quick. Just gotta pull apart. Oh, and I got my items I need to use too. I got my Pungent Incense, which gets them closer to me. Translucent Figurine. I got a Hatchet. I've got Ripe Nuts. And I've got Red Berries. Starter. Galomo. Starter. That's an advanced card. I don't know if I want to give that to you. Starter. Okay, and then the Furple has the rest of the cards. I'll put this advanced card here and just leave the rest for here. And let me grab my unlocked cards, which I believe are all these unlocked cards. Yes. So we've got, for sure, those 2. So we can only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Furwing cards. We can have as many of those. I believe those are the only wind ones. Yes, those are the only wind ones. I think that might be useful for you. Maybe that one is an advanced card. We'll put the rest back. Unlock cards, pull out the fatigue cards. Put them up here. How many Pokemon, sorry, dragons have you caught? I have 4 total right now. 4 total. I have a Furple, Young Iceling, a Furwing, and a Galomo. Okay, so let's build out his deck real quick, and we'll set this up in a second. So that's your card. So we need movement and we need power hits. So yes, this works. Yes, that works. Move, attack if an opponent's within move. And you're an Earth type. Oh, you are perfect for Earth types. Yep. Those are keepers. Yep, these are keepers too, because that's an Earth type. So total we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think we can only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 8 more cards we need to go into our deck. Let's see, you may attack, deal to attack +2. Desperate attack sounds fun. Weaken attack does not sound fun. Triggering another ability sounds fun. Blinking sounds fun. More armor. Damage within range 2. That sounds good. Reach sounds good. And let's see how much we're looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16. 2 more cards. Let's do the move and attack if it's in slot 3, because this one's just a move. It's like an upgrade. And then we'll do... Hone to Perfection might be fun, because that gives me a move. But this one gives me an attack -1, then a move. Let's do that one. There we go. We got our deck built. All done. Job's done. So we'll put these in here. Our Iceling is the one that's with us. Sorry, our Furwing is the one that's with us. Our Furwing has 25 health, 2 armor against physical attacks, 4 hits for 4, and has 1 movement speed. Now that, you know, I'm not an idiot and forget that it has 1 movement speed. Hit special is if I spend 6 Ember, reckless attack, attack again, and then take 4 damage. So 4 damage is pretty rough. I probably might save that for the finale, fighting this. And then this is how I tame that monster. Alright, let's shuffle this up. Yeah, so my goal is to catch them all, for sure. Okay, now I'm interested in the game. You built a new deck every time. I love building decks. Yes, you can, every single chapter, you get to construct your deck. Build it out however you want. And you get new booster cards that you unlocked to build, and advanced cards. So you get a booster pack that gives you a new set of cards, and then you get a set of advanced cards that you can add, and you deck build, and yep, this game is fun. Alright, and we probably need minis, right? We need minis to fight stuff with? Y'all don't need minis, you can use your imagination. Imagine that I don't suck at dice rolling. Imagine it! Can you see it? Can you see it in your mind's eye? Alright, shuffle this up. Okay. Start in hand. Let me grab minis. So here is our Elkthorn. I painted him myself. So this is him. So he will be on spot 1. And this... I got no imagination, Joe. And this is our Furwing. So, here. So then we draw, we have Guardian Stance. It's always right to left. Wind Walk, Thick Bristle, and Maul. It's always from this side to this side. Always, always, always. Move this up a little so you can get a better look at the cards. There we go. There we go. Now you got a good look at it. Unlike other games that are terrible, this one starts off. So, let's see. You are going to rush, attack +1. If this attack didn't deal any damage, gain rage. So you'll hit me for 4. Alright, it will deal damage. Okay, so... what are we going to do? Let me move this over here. I'll move this over here so I have better line of sight to it. So what are we going to do? I tell you what we're going to do. Let's gain some shielding so his attack doesn't hurt us. And this will give us 4 Ember. So I don't have a bonus action to do because I don't have the Ember to spend to do said bonus action. Oh, I need to get the wind. I need to get the wind thingy. The air one. I also have an air. This is also some extra stuff that you get. So I can move, dash, prepare, but my elemental bonus action for air is accelerate. Look at the top card of your deck. You may resolve it or place it back on top of your deck, which is cool. So remember, the water one was to move. I could move things closer to me. With this one, I get another extra ability. So anyway, I'm doing this. I'll gain 3 Ember plus 1. And because this is sitting on my discard pile, I get +2 to my shielding. So I have 4 Ember right now. that's... I could do a bonus action if I want. Something happens when I'm close to these. What is it? When the enemy ends their turn within range 1 of... They will gain... he'll gain range. And his rush is... His movement's 2, so I can't get away from him. And he'll gain rage, which is fine, because he's going to gain rage anyway. So I'm going to save up that money. I'm not going to do a bonus action. Flippity flip, flip, flip. You or your ally in range cleanse 2. If it's an Earth type, discard 1 card, draw 1 card. You may look at the topmost card of your deck at any time for that one. Okay, so that ends my turn. It's its turn, so it will come out, do this. It's going to rush. Rush means it's going to do its movement speed to get close to me. Then it's going to attack +1. If this attack didn't deal any damage, gain a rage. And it's going to attack with melee, which is 3 + 1, 4. My shielding is 2 + 2, 4, so no damage. And you will gain a rage token because you're pissed. So now your attacks are going to do +3. Before your shield, you had 3 shielding, but now you're going to do +3 damage. Alright, my turn. What do I want to do? You don't have any shielding now. I can start punching you because you got rage. I can do this. I can attack you with Pierce 2. Yeah, I know why this is saved, and actually, that attack would be cool. So I'm going to attack you for 4. Yeah, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get a +2 shield. So I'm going to do that. I'll gain 2. And I will attack you with Pierce, but you don't have any shielding because you have your rage up. So I'm just going to hit you attack for 4, so I'm going to hit you straight up for 4 damage. Hey, Lion. Hey, Joe. Ah! Oh, almost dropped all those. So I hit you for 4 damage. And I have a +2 shield. Bonus action, I have 6. I'm not ready for this. I'm waiting for my attack +1 card. Ooh, I could have done this one. If you are in a space. Oh. Actually, I might not do that. Take that back. Take that back. I might not do that. I think I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend 1 ember. I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend, before I do this, my bonus action, I'm going to spend 1 ember to move here. Oh, this is so perfect. Then I'm going to do this. So this will give me 3. And if I'm fighting an Earth type, which I am, I gain 2 more. So that puts me at 8. 10 is the max. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joanna, for Eileen, for reminding me. If you are, so I can blink 7 if I want, which means I can move anywhere, but I'm not going to choose to do so, so I'm going to blink. Stay there. You may spend 6 to trigger another ability, but this says if you are in a space with this symbol, you get +3 attack this turn. So that is I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to trigger my ultimate ability. So 2 as a bonus action, 2, 4, 6. So I have to spend 6. This is going to hurt me, but it's going to hurt you too. So I'm going to attack, and then I'll get hurt. So my first attack is dealing 7 damage, and my second attack is dealing 7 damage. That's a total of 14 damage. Woo! That is awesome. So that's 14 damage. You have 6 health left, which means I have completed this, where the Elkthorn has 10 or less health. Woo! Alright, so that is that. That was my bonus action, so I'm done. The shielding would have been cool, but this is okay, because now I need to deal at least 4 damage in 1 turn to the Elkthorn. which I won't be able to do this round. I have to wait till next round. Alright, so let's... Oh, and I would have taken 4 damage. Because I'm about to get hit hard too. But I just wanted to beat the crap out of him. So he is going... So this would flip face down and it'll slide over. And then this is going to come out and he is going to rush, and his attack is +1. So now his attack is +4, so he's going to hit me for 7. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to do. He hits me for 7 damage. Yikes. It was a good hit on him to knock that first one off, but 7 damage. Oof. So I'm at 12. So I took 12. So I'm at 12 damage right now of 25. That actually felt pretty good. And you use this, so it's gone. So his shielding is back up, and he has +3 shield. So now, let's see. And you end your turn. Actually, you ended your turn here. The Elkthorn will gain a rage back. So, cool. My turn, because this says when you or the enemy ends their turn within range 1 of a mystical tree, Elkthorn gains rage. You and the enemy can't move or be placed in a space with a mystical tree. But that's okay, because if I can hit him for 4, if I can do 4 damage in 1 turn, we trigger that. Which I think a regular attack will do. This one, the thistle, the thick bristle, which will give me 3. 1, 2, 3. I took the armor back, Pontus, so it wouldn't be... It would be 7 minus 2, not 4. 7 minus 2, you're right, 7 minus 2, I should be at 10. 7 minus 2. I took the armor back, and I did the attack instead to complete that first one. So I will do this to gain 3, and I will attack, and now I will get the +2 armor. So now my armor's at 4. So I hit him for my attack. He doesn't have any armor because he is raged because of this. So I hit him for 4 damage. Oh my god, did I kill him? I hope I didn't. Shoot, I think I killed him. Crap! Crap! I think I killed him! No! I think I killed him. I took 1 more damage I wasn't supposed to. 7. I had 4 on me. And he hit me for 7 minus 2. So that's 5. So that should put me at 9 health. My math is garbage. 9 health. Yep. My math is trash. Yep. My math is trash. I had 4. He hit me for 5. +1, 6. He hit me for 6, not 5. So it's 3. 3 plus 3, 6. +1, 7. So you hit me for 7. I blocked 2, which took it to 5, which should have put me at 9. Yep. Damn it. I'll kill him. I'll kill him if I hit him. He's dead. I'll kill him if I hit him. I don't think this is one I could tame. I think this is one I just kind of wipe out. He should be at 2 health left, I think. No, I hit him for 14 without shielding. Yeah, I hit him for 14 without shielding. Right? $12, 14 without shielding. No, I hit for more than 4. I did 7 twice. I did my ult ability, not 4. I did the Reckless Abandon, which was attack, and my... So, let me explain, because I want to make sure I'm doing this right. This was the card I did, which puts me at +3 of 4, so I did 7, 7. Oh, no, now. You want to know how am I hitting him now? Now, because he's at 14. Oh, I have to do 6 damage. He should be at 2 health left. You're right. So I hit him for this. I hit him for 4. He's at 18. He has 2 health left. And I did the 4 damage. You're absolutely right. Which I deal at least 4 damage in one turn to the Elkthorn. And now the problem is this. He will never lose this token. I need to get him away from this. So I will have to do a bonus action. And I gotta get him away from this. So let's just say when I... which means I gotta get you here. How do I get you here? How do I get you here? I have to be here. This is how I beat him. So I gotta move for 3 turns. And just kind of protect myself while doing it. So I'll move here. So there we go. Oh, wait, I got him now. Nope, I didn't have to wait. Once he steps up here, I got him. So then he will... So flip this over. And now he's going to do some damage. So on his turn, and I need to refill this. I think we got him. So on his turn, he's going to do that where he's going to rush to get close to me. He will deal 3 damage. Oh, he doesn't. It's within range 2. Damn it! He doesn't need to move. Within range 2. Rush to get within range 2 to deal 3 willpower damage. So he hits me for 3. I have no defense on willpower. That shield on this card is only for physical. I have no defense for willpower. So I'm going to take 3 willpower damage. But the Elkthorn gets +3 to physical to attack. Oh, to his attack, which he's not doing a physical attack. This would come off, but he ends his turn there, so that comes back. So and then this flips, and then he does his special. Cleanse weak, attack +1, and gain a rage. He can't get to me because he did a ranged attack just now. Thank goodness. Okay. So this gets discarded. I just need to stay here. Because when he rushes, I'll have him rush here. And then my next turn I can kill him. So what do I need to do? What do I need to do this turn? I need to do something. I don't need to move. I can do this card, which says Ethereal Insight. You're and your ally at any range cleanse 2. And cleanse means getting rid of stuff that sucks. So I think this is the play, and then I'll kill him next round. So we'll do this. I will gain 2 Ember. Nothing to cleanse, but because he is an Earth type, discard 1 card and draw 1 card. Let's discard... Actually, no, I won't do that. I'll put 1 back. I'm going to do this Thistle Bristle, which will... Yeah, the 1 damage is I need to do 4 damage to him. Actually, I need this Pierce to be able to get through his armor, so I do need to do this. Discard a card to gain a card. Discard a card and draw a card. Let me discard Synergy. And draw a new card, which is bonus action. Your attack this turn has +1 to Sharpen. And I got the 2 Ember. And you may look at the topmost card of your deck at any time. Primal Shot? Primal Shot's okay. But I'll end that. We'll boost these up. We know Primal Shot's coming out. And it is his turn. So he's going to do this. He will now rush. And... yeah, because the Pierce is what I need to win. He will now rush, and he's going to attack for 3. So plus 1, so plus 4. So he's doing 7 minus 2. 7 minus 2, which is 5, because I could count. So that puts me at 17, which is fine. Cool. My turn. For the win. For the tame. My turn for the tame. Gain 2. You have shielding plus 3, but I'm going to use Thick Bristle to attack Pierce 2, which means you only have 1 shield. And I'm going to attack you for 4. Yep, for 4. Because it says on 1 turn. I got it. For 4 here. Actually, I need to do more than that. Before hitting you for 4... 2. Yep, I have enough for my ult. 2, 4, 6. The ult would be 8. It'd be 8 minus... That's not enough. That's not enough. I would have to do this if I wanted it to work. Because I'll hit you for 2. 8 minus 6, and this is the other 2 for 4. These 2 are the ways to go. I could do this to spend one of those to get a bonus. But I think this is the way to go. Because I could do the primal shot, which is a willpower, which you have no shielding for, which will hit you for 2. And then I can do my ultimate ability, which is attack. So it'd be 8 minus 6. So attack, you have 3. So 8. 4 minus 3, 1. And then attack again, 4 minus 3, 2. And there's the 4 damage, which is what I need to do to tame you. Ugh. Yuck. And it does kill you. However, I did 4 damage to you, which I won. Which completes that. It says, even if you defeat Elkthorn when you fulfill this condition, you still tame it. I think it's the result. And I'll look it up, Joe. I'll look it up because I don't know, but I think it's the resolution of the entire ability. But let me check the rulebook. I feel like it's the resolution of the entire ability. But let me check. I could be wrong. I've been wrong about so much other stuff. Because otherwise he can't have a rage. And I don't have anything, and there's nothing to get rid of it. Well, I did 1 ability. Oh, this would have killed him. You're right. This would have killed him. Let's check. Is it the ability or the turn? Let's check. Because it could be I didn't tame him, I just straight up killed him. But let's check. Let's check. Let's see. Maybe this isn't the way. Yeah, this thing might just be dead. But let's see. Taming is more of a challenge, but after combat end. Combat ends immediately when one of the 3 conditions are failed. You may end combat by defeating the enemy if at any moment there is equal to or more damage on the enemy sheet that there is health, and you didn't fulfill the taming condition, you win the combat. Taming is more challenging than winning, but after you tame an enemy, it will join your ranks. However, if a taming card wasn't placed during combat setup, the enemy misling cannot be tamed. To tame an enemy, you must fulfill all conditions on the taming card in the present order from first to last. This means, yeah. When you fulfill a condition, place an A in the slot next to it. Da, 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 da. Let's see. I think that's a... I could stall. I'm taking a lot of damage. That's the problem. And he can't have a rage token on him for me to do that fight. So his shielding will always be +3, which means if I pierce 2 with an attack, I'm only going to do 3 damage. But he is 18. He's 2 damage away from death. I don't think it works in our favor to... I think you're right. I don't think I have a one-shot card. I think that's the thing. With the +3 shielding he has, I don't think I have a one-shot card. I could shuffle this. Nope. 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 No, I don't have a one-shot card. I don't have a one-shot card. Because if his shielding was +2, I would have a one-shot card, but I don't otherwise. The highest amount of damage I can do is 6. That's the highest amount of damage, but he has a shielding of 3 without a rage token. So there's not a possible way for me to do it. Yeah. I killed him. I didn't tame him. I did not tame him. I killed him. The first mega attack was the thing that did me in. Like, the first big bust his face up. But nope, he isn't tamed. He's just defeated. But he's beaten. So it says, this is the end of the random combat, so we'll go to script 200 of the current scenario. So let's deal with that. So we beat him. This frickin' Furwing is... Good lord, he's strong. So let's go to script 200 of the current scenario. Each Mistling that took part in the combat heals up to half rounded down of their health. So half of 25 is what? 12.5? Right? Half of 25 is 12.5? Yes. So I just healed to 12. Okay. We didn't tame a damn thing. When we gained 2 essence. Ooh. I like essences. So I got 2 more. So this is that puts me at 3. Go to script C72. You have defeated the most aggressive Mistling, which is a clear message for all the others. The Mistlings move away to a safe distance, and the other warlike ones flee. Clear the arena, gain 2 items, and go to C10. So we'll grab the item deck. Yeah, that reckless abandon is just nuts. 14 damage in one go. Wow. There should be an auto tame if you can one-shot a Mistling. If you can one-shot a Mistling, you tame it. Alright. Shuffle this up. And we gain 2 items, right? Yeah, gain 2 items and clear the arena. Alright, so 1, 2. Let's see what we gained. Yeah, because it's only +2 I could do on a 3. So it'd be... I could have tamed it. Damn it. I just saw what I did wrong. I could have tamed it. So we get a leather pouch, immediately gain 1 silver. Discard that, so I will gain 1 silver. And then this is gone. And then the other one in combat, move an opponent 1 space with bait. I could have tamed it. Dang it! That's unfortunate. I just saw what I did wrong. I had the berries, which during the next attack gives me +1 attack, right? And then with the Pierce 2, it would have been Pierce 2. So my attack would have been 5, Pierce 2. So that would have been the 4 damage to kill it. So I would have tamed it. So the attack, I would just have to do the attack Pierce 2 using this, and I would have tamed it. Dang it. Ah, well. Live and learn, like Pontus said, live and learn. C10. Just go back and say you did. Nah, we moved past it. I'll fight it again. I'll fight it again at some point. It's a random monster that's going to come back. I'll fight it again. C10. Having dealt with the wild creature from the forest, you enter the city through a damaged gate. People within carry the wounded on makeshift stretchers. Many buildings are in disrepair, some crumbled and others even leveled. At first glance, the town is in ruin, but as you look closer, you begin to believe that it's possible to rebuild, although not without extreme effort. Open map 4. Alright. So let's go ahead and clear the battlefield. This and pull out the book of Kerberg. Number 4. Put these away. With the T cards, discard. We'll meet again, Elkthorn. We'll meet again. Alright, let's get in. Let's dive in. Alright, so this is Kerberg. Kerberg in Ruin. Alright, so that is map 4. We'll look for numbers in a second. Let me get these things off the table. 3, Elkthorn. Cards. There we go. It's a little bit more clear now. I clear that. Okay. So, if you don't have local hero, I do not. Part 2, place token B in slot 1. Okay. If you have local hero, play part 2 status, place token A in slot 1. If you have the time passes status, I don't. Gain secrets 28 and 29. Place secret 24 down in event slot. Secret 24. So we got secret 24. I'll just turn it sideways here. Set our timer to green 2. You don't need to hurry. Take your time to assess the situation. If you have the local hero part 1 status, nope. Otherwise, go to script C21. C21. Put this back in random encounters. We'll fight it again, now that I know not to goof. The sight of the ruined city brings tears to your eyes. The machines are broken. Several people shamble through the streets, their gazes wandering in disbelief. You approach a man with a twisted ankle and support him. A part of the city hall collapsed, Tamer, he says, staring into your eyes. The Duchess was wounded. How could you allow that? Where were you when we needed your assistance? You don't answer, reminding yourself that the man raves in pain. You help him arrive at the makeshift infirmary and ask a nurse about the situation in the city. It's bad, she replies. Guards are occupied with the collapsed city hall. Rangers run across almost aimlessly, and your tamers are exhausted from trying to overcome the mistling's growing panic. We need you. Help the people of Careburg. With your companions, you could do more than most of us. Try helping the city. Gather as many parts of the city in ruin status as possible is our goal here. 1. Some of the machines need repair. 2. People in the infirmary need aid. 3. Some people may be in immediate danger. And 4. Maybe you can convince the wild mistlings to help the city. Okay, so begin exploration. Let me grab our exploration mini. Minis upon minis upon minis. Okay, our Derek Sundrop mini. We are going to. So some of the machines need repairs, which would probably be C12. Oh, first let's look for numbers. Let's look for numbers. I tried to zoom in as best as I can. This page is just so darn dark. So we're going to look for any numbers that we see laying about. If y'all can see any, and hopefully my head isn't making the screen blur. There might be some numbers we're not seeing here. So freaking dark. Like, why is this artwork so... It needs to be a little bit more vibrant. Right there. Right there. See? Like, I'm pointing to it. You see C50... Where do you see C59? Tell me, Joe. I see one right here. But where do you see C59? Let's do this one first. This looks like it's C45. That looks like C45 right there. Bottom left. Bottom left. Oh, you're talking about this? No. I'm not looking for this. I'm looking for hidden ones, like here. Like the one that's here. C45. If you have the City in Ruins Part 3 status, you've been here already. Continue exploration. Otherwise, read on. Rubble lies in heaps everywhere. Still shocked by the damage, you carefully pick your way down the ruined street and study the level of devastation. Suddenly, you freeze as you think you hear faint screams. There's someone buried under the debris. Help is needed now. So, at the end of this test, for each pair of eyes, each misling suffers a damage. And if I had an Earth misling with me, you may add 1 to this test. The numbers that we're looking for is 10 to 11. So the numbers we're looking for is 10 to 11. And I did shuffle this when we drew our 2. So let's go here. And so we're looking for 10 to 11. All right? 10 or 11. So we've got a 2. Ooh, that's going to suck. 8. That's an 8. Yikes. I don't have anything for tests. That's a 9, 10, that's an 11. That's an 11. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so that's 11. So we got 11. Your creatures are fired up after helping the survivor. Gain 1 Aether. So we'll gain an Aether. I'll put it here for now. And go to script 420. But before, at the end of the test, because there are 3 here, it says for each pair, all my mislings will take a damage. So Furwing's going to take a damage, and Young Iceling will have a damage on him. Oh, goodness. Then these will get discarded. Come on. And this will go back to the deck. Okay, script C40. You carefully remove a wooden beam and reveal the thin, trembling hand of a trapped person. The sight motivates you to make another effort. You strain and lift one more piece of rubble, and you see the terrified face of a teenage boy. You tell him not to move and promise that you will get him out. And yes, a minute later the boy's free. Battered and bruised, but otherwise unharmed. You escort him to the infirmary. Gain City in Ruin Part 3 status. City in Ruin Part 3. Alright. Continue exploration. I didn't lose any time for that. That's amazing. Okay. That was here. So let's see if we find another number. That was just me number hunting here. Looks like a light. I think that might be all. Alright, the machines, that's what this is. So let's go to C12. Let's go to C12 and see what we find. I don't have season, so no hope, the engineer says. I can't fix it. The machinery will run wild any time now. We desperately need those water creatures to control the pressure. Without them, the pipes may burst. You offer your help and the engineer ponders for a few minutes. The only way to alleviate the situation is to fix the valve. I tried it myself, but without effort, it's rusted because of our negligence and our blind reliance on the creatures. Maybe it will work with you, though. Well, no harm in trying. If we try to fix the valve, we lose a time and go to C15. If we scavenge surroundings, maybe you'll find something that will help with the repairs. Lose time, gain 2 items. And continue exploration. No, we're going to try to fix it. So we'll lose 1 time, and we'll go to C15. At the end of this test, if token A is in slot 4, ignore the eye effects. Fiddling with the Flood Tavern lessen the pressure in the pipeworks. If we don't get it, if at the end of this test we don't get, if token A is in slot 4, it is not. We'll lose a time. Because I have this, the hatchet with this symbol, it says, once per test you may discard all cards you have already drawn. And we're looking for 7. We're looking for 7, people. We're looking for 7. 2. 5. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. 6. Oh, God. I think I'm going to stick with 6. I'm going to stay at 6. I'm staying at 6. 6 is also not a bad outcome. And I only have 1 of those eyes. And it says if I have 2 of those eyes, I lose a time. So I only had 1. The machine works again. Go to script C16. The machinery screeches and grates, letting out occasional clouds of steam, but after a moment of struggle, it begins to work properly. You sigh with relief. Gain City in Ruin Part 1 status. The machine operates properly, diverting water from a widespread pipe malfunction. Place token A in slot 5. And continue exploration. So we had to... That was one of the things we needed to do, and I'm trying to remember what the other was. I go to 2, get in a fight. C4, get in a fight. Go to 200, which takes me to, like... Here it is. People in the infirmary need aid. And I believe the infirmary was here. This was the inn. I believe the infirmary was here. So we're going to now go here to see 42. Nope, that's the library. The library doors are open to those who've lost their homes and livelihoods. Buckets filled with water are prepared in the vicinity. Slade, the librarian, observes the situation with a deep frown. The crowd in the front of the library is growing steadily, and so is the atmosphere of gloom. No one laughs and no one smiles. People seem anxious, and those who have taken stock of what they've lost can barely hold back tears. The innkeeper's husband prepares meals in the field kitchen, but it doesn't bring any consolation. Oh, we can buy stuff here. Okay, so we could buy stuff. We could draw 3 items, gain 1, discard the rest. We can buy some equipment, which is what we need. So let's buy some equipment. Draw 3 equipment, spend 4 silver. 1, 2, 3, 4, because we're flush with cash. So spend 4 silver to draw 3 equipment cards and keep 1. Shuffle this up. Shuffle up the equipment cards. C31. Oh, is the infirmary with the big old plus on it. Eileen, you are a lifesaver. See, she gets me playing this game right. I'll go to the infirmary next, but let's buy some stuff before it's too late. There we go, so let's do that. We'll draw 1, 2, 3. Put the rest back. And let's see what we got. We got phosphorescent fungus. Ooh, that sounds like a keeper. Missling nip. In combat, discard this. Spend 4 ember to fulfill the current taming condition. Ooh. Or trappings. Your attacks this turn have pierce 2. If you have a wind missling, your attacks this turn have pierce 5. I want all of these. Wow. I want all of these. I think the catnip is right. The missling nip just seems smart because we could have tamed that last creature. So I will take this one. But I want the oh my gosh, the others sound incredible. But they are discarded now. So we discard those. I only have 2 ember left. I mean, two silver left, so I can't. If I spend 1 silver, I could buy something. I've got 2 equipment, which is the max you can have, and I have 3 items, and I think 4 is the max you can have. So let's get our. I'll spend 1 more silver of the 2 that I have left to get some items. I might need to test though. Well, actually, no, I'm not. I might need to test. I'll come back if I need to. I'm gonna take my silver back. Okay, I'm gonna leave here, continue exploration, and I will go to the infirmary, C31, because I'm blind. The tent covers a makeshift infirmary. All those who have been injured in the earthquake are brought here and cared for by Olin and good-hearted volunteers. If token A is in slot 1, go there. If token B, go to 34. I helped that damn missling. Is that ever going to pay off for me? So we're going to go to 34. There are many injured people in the infirmary, tended by a few hard-working volunteers. You recognize familiar faces among the patients, Alvin and Hazel. Both seem to be sleeping or unconscious. Guidon, the boy's missling, is sitting at the foot of his bed. You also spot Olin in the corner, busy preparing potions. He is pale and looks exhausted. The recent events must have taken a heavy toll on him. I can only speak with him if I don't have CD and Ruin Part 2. Heal your missling. So if heal your mislings, spend 2 silver to heal and then choose again. Heal the wounded, spend a timer, gain 1 fatigue, gain 2 silver. I'm going to heal my missling, so I'm going to spend... It's a good thing I took this back, so I'll spend these 2. And I heal 3 from both my mislings. 1. So it goes from 13 to 10. And my young missling heals fully. Then I'm going to speak with Olin, 38, because I don't have City and Ruin Part 2. The earthquake destroyed my workshop, and none of my concoctions have survived, Olin confesses. I'm hastily trying to cook up some more, but it's not that easy. What's worse, most of the creatures have fled too, and a few of them possess healing powers. We are left with what we have, and that is not a lot. Let your mistling help. I have a water mistling with this, so let your mistling help requires that. Give him a potion you found. I don't have a potion. I'm not giving you the catnip. You kiss my butt. So the water mistling gains a fatigue card. So let me give you a fatigue card. So he will gain a fatigue card to his deck. Go to script C20. Your mistling aids the nurses with fresh cold water as they change bandages and cleans wounds. Gain the City in Ruin Part 2 status. The infirmary has less work thanks to you. So I've got 3 of the City in Ruin ones. I have 1, 2, and 3. I just need to find that 4th one. Continue exploration. So it didn't lose a time on that one. Good. Good. 38. Yeah, I didn't lose a time for that, which is pretty decent. Okay. So it's some people, the machines need repairs, done. People in the infirmary need aid, done. Some people may be in immediate danger, which I think is getting that kid out, which was 3. Maybe you can convince the wild mistlings to help. There looks to be what seems to be a mistling up here. That might be what we're looking for. Maybe. So I'll go to 50. That looks like it's a... Yeah, it looks like the wild mistlings are here and here. So I am going to go to 50. And go to C50. Mistlings wander in the streets of the city, visibly anxious. They seem to have an agenda here, and most may decide to leave any minute. But it occurs to you that you may sacrifice a bit of time, and together with other tamers, persuade some creatures to help with repairing Caribert. Try your luck with the mistlings. Lose 1 time, and go to script C78. 'Tis a test! So if I pull 2 of those eyes, the test ends immediately. Resolve the matching outcome. Once per test, if you have empathy part 2, I do. If you have empathy part 2, you may add 1. The wind raisers are eager to help. If token A is in slot 3, it is not. You may ignore 1. Okay, so test time, and we need a 9. A 9 will be fantastic, and we can't draw any... If we draw 2 eyes, the test ends. A 7 and an 8 is not bad, but a 9 is the golden number. 1, 4, 6. I can have a 7 right now. Greed! So that's... yeah. That's a 7. And because I have empathy 2, I can make it an 8. And I am going to stop there. It's enough. Greed. I'm not going to look at what I got unless I have another test. So I got an 8 because I had empathy. It's just +1. So gain City in Ruin Part 4 status. So I got all the City in Ruin stuff. Continue exploration. Because the timer's here, that means I have to flip this card. Wherever you go, you hear rumors about the collapse of the City Hall. Go to script C3. Okay, so I need to go there next. That's my next spot. C3. If you have time passes, I do not. Otherwise, read on. You wonder which problem to tackle first when 2 people approach, interrupting your thoughts. The library's in flames! One shouts. The fire spread from the ruins of Hazel's shop, the others say. You spot another thick plume of dark smoke amongst the blue of the sky. You falter, unsure what to do. The library is more important, but there must be people helping already. The fire in the ruins is probably spreading as well, but is also less dangerous. Discard Secret 24 if it's the secret you just revealed. So this gets discarded. Place secret 26. Face down next to the event, flip to red and go to 4. You don't really have much time. You better hurry or before your time runs out. Before you solve any of your problems. Gain secret 28 and 29. So 28 and 29. Okay. So 28 looks like it's going right there. And this one looks like it's going right there. The library's in flames, oh my god. Choose one. Help the people by the library or fight the fire at the ruins of Hazel's shop. What do y'all think I should do? They said people are already helping out here, so it'll be less dangerous. This is the dangerous one. So, help the people at the library or fight the fire at the ruins of Hazel's shop. That's true, Pontus. Go big or go home, Joe says. Let's do it. See, so we're going to fight the fire at Hazel's shop. Go to C90. That's a D. No, that's the wrong one. It's like that's getting way too far ahead. C90. We need a fire missling. We don't have one, but we do have a tool, which is the hatchet. Once per test, you may add or subtract 2, and we're looking for a 7 or an 8 on this test. A 7 or an 8. Two, 5. That'll get me to 7. It says 6, 7, 8. Woo! Woo! We got an 8. We're good. We're done. That's 6, 7, 8, and we only have one eye. It says at the end of the test, for each eye, take a damage. So both my misslingies get a little bit. Okay. We got 8, which was the best outcome. You quickly deal with the fire and have time to approach the other one as well. Go to script C95. Y'all said go big or go home. I went. There we go. You've dealt with the fire so efficiently that you still have time to try to save the second location. You run through the streets leading a group of volunteers. Together you manage to quench the second fire before it spreads. If you were any slower, so discard secrets. Discard these two. Secrets 28 and 29 from the map. And continue exploration. Wow. Huh, that was the best outcome. That was the best outcome. Well done. 28, 29. Continue exploration. Okie dokie. So we need to save the lady, right? There was somebody whose house fell in. Like the lady. We've dealt with C12. We've got all the city and ruin stuff. We just need to, is it this? C59? We did the infirmary. Maybe it's the library? Maybe we could check out the shop. Maybe we could check out the shop, maybe? Because all that's really left is C59, C37, and then talk to the lady at C42. So let's go to Let's go to C47. Let's go to C42. Let's go to C42. And this time we're going to speak with Slade, C48. If token A is in slot 5, it is. Go to script C52. Have you heard about the bird? Have you heard about the water? Slade asked. It was available for some time. People were finally able to wash and save some for another emergency. What bliss! I'm not particularly fond of people with dirty hands touching my books. You admit that you know about it since you helped return the water yourself. Did you? Slade smiles. Great, thank you. How can I repay you? You try to protest, but Slade pays no notice and pushes a few gifts into your hands. Gain 2 items. So we'll gain 2 items from the top of the deck. And we can only gain 1, sadly. Oh. Smashing Hammer. Discard all drawn cards with... Ooh, anytime heal 2. So during any test, I can discard all drawn cards with those eye symbols. Or at any time I can take some herbs to heal 2. I think I'm going to take the herbs. The heal is better, in my opinion. The heal's better. So I'm going to take the herbs and discard the hammer. Okay. Flip the token in slot 5 from A to B. Repairing the machine with the engineer also help the librarian. Continue exploration. Okay. So we've done this, this, and that. We haven't done that, and we haven't done this. And we haven't done that. So we've got... Let's go to C37. If any token is in slot 4, no. Otherwise, read on. The malfunctioning underground pipe system eventually bursts, and a huge crevice opens to swallow the basement of the Shaded Tavern. You stand at the edge of it, shocked and awed, and look at the twin sons of the tavern keepers, hectically attempting to fix the damage. You ask them if they need a hand. Maybe. One of the brothers smooths his famously rich mustache. The system is probably beyond repair, but we plan to salvage what we can. The supplies are underwater, says the other, picking his mustache, as impressive as his brother's. What should we do, brother? So we lose a time. Choose one. One of them should dive to recover the lost goods. Advise against going. Send your misling to help. Your companion dives and returns with some goods. The brothers focus on repairing further damage. If you don't have a water misling, gain a fatigue. I do. Gain 1 item and 1 silver. So before we do it, and then it says put A in slot 4. Gain 1 item and 1 silver. So I gain a silver and 1 item. Lucky coin! During an adventure, just discard it to gain a silver, which I think I'm just going to burn right now. So, yeah, we're in adventure, so I'll just burn it and gain a silver. I don't know why it just doesn't say immediately, but sure. Okay. Place A, continue exploration. So we talked to her, we did this, there's that, and then there's this. I'm going to go to 59. This street leads towards the center of Kerberg, where the city hall is. Leave this part of town, you won't be able to return. You have more things to do here, continue exploration. I'm going to leave this part of town because I think I've done everything. So let's do... The shop is there, but I don't think I've gotten all the secrets. Or should I just... Let me go to the damn shop. C47. It's going to be like gain an item or something, I bet you. The jagged ruins are a sad reminder of Hazel's shop. Once well stocked and bustling with trade, she is nowhere around, so she may have got injured. You can try to look for her in the infirmary. Follow Hazel's hints. Requires token A in slot 2. Nope. Search the rubble. Nope. Leave. Continue exploration. Yep. So I can look for her here. And then come back and do that. But I don't see the point. We've gotten everything we need, I feel. Yeah, maybe it has another use. I'll save this for when it's getting super close. So let's go C31 to see if we can find her in the infirmary. Let's see. If token B is in slot 1, it is. Go to 34. So it says we can speak with Olin, help your misling, which I could spend 2 to heal it again, to heal them some more. So I will. I'll spend these 2 that I got to heal my mislings by 3. 1, and you'll go down to 8 damage. Okay with that. And choose again, we'll leave. So there's nowhere to... So she's not there. She's not in the infirmary. Let's go back to C42. As soon as my time advances even by a little. Let's buy something or ask about the mislings, not... Or speak to Slade. C48. B. Slade, once again, thanks you. Continue exploration, you're done. Okay. And we did C50 already. So I don't think she's anywhere to be found. Maybe she's floating in the basement. How morbid. I'm going to C59. Leave this town. You won't be able to return. Go to C62. If you have at least 3 of the city... I have all 4. If you have at least 3 parts of the City in Ruin status card, go to C60. Which, I'm good. Several citizens meet you by the infirmary and offer you a small package. For your help, a woman with a bandage around her head says, "Your hard work showed us there's hope. We will prevail and rebuild our homes. Gain 2 items." Okay, so I'm going to have to discard something now. Gain local hero part 3 status. This is my first local hero status. And if you have all 4 parts of City in Ruin, gain 3 silver. Yes! Give me that money! And let's see what are the 2 items that we got are. That is incredible. That is incredible. So just immediately discard them and gain 2 silver. That is money. Money, money, money. I just got 5 silver just like that. Woohoo! Okay, that was awesome. Then go to C65. If token B is on slot 4, nope, it's token A. Otherwise, read on. If you have secret 27, I have secret 20 and secret 8. 2 equipment and a bunch of stuff, so I don't have either. Use it immediately. Discard secrets from the event slot, if any. Boom, 26. Goes away. End exploration. Go to script C64. Your work for the city's over, and now it's time to locate the places glimpsed in your vision. You feel that this way you will both secure the future of Careburg and shed some light on what happened to you when the dragon died. You head to the center of town to talk to the Duchess, who should be the first one to know what you have been through. There is also a fair chance that she might know where all these mysterious lands are. There are no new emergencies in the infirmary, and all the patients are taken care of, so Olin decides to join you. After all, he has some more errands to run too. You enter the part of the city you haven't seen for a long time. You stop and look around in amazement. There's a surprisingly quiet smithy there and a tempting tavern you would want to visit, if there was time. But first of all, there is the city hall with crowds of people and guards milling around. You also spot a small group of tamers conversing near the florist. You could have a word with them too if there was time. Open map 5. And let me give this to here. So we're going to map 5. Alright. Place secret 5 in the event slot. Secret number 5. And place the timer on green slot 2. The work in the town has taken a toll on you. You are not pressed for time, but with every passing hour, you and your missling grow tired. Note: learn about the places from the dragon's vision or about someone who can tell you more about them. You should also speak with people to prepare them for what's coming. Begin the exploration. Okay. So, once again, we're looking for hidden numbers. That's the first thing we do. Hidden numbers. This one's a little bit more vibrant, so maybe y'all might be able to spot any hidden numbers. Right there. Right there. C5. If any token is in slot 1, you have already saved... Nope. Otherwise, a terrified prowler hides on the roof. You whistle softly to encourage it to come down, but the creature refuses to budge. Choose one. Climb the building and help the prowler, or send your missling to help the prowler requires a wind missling. My fur wing is here, so go to script C11. The prowler is finally safe on the ground. The creature immediately runs off, his little bag bobbing. Suddenly, a letter falls from the bag on the ground. Choose to return the letter to the missling, or take the letter with you. Let's... If I take it, I can deliver it. I'm not going to read somebody's mail. But let's return it to him. We'll return it to him. Place a B in slot 1. And continue exploration. We just give it back to him. Little bastard. Hey, little bastard. Okay, so that was C5 that was there. Is there any other ones that we're seeing? I don't think so. Like scanning everything is with my old eyes. I'm so old. I cannot see. I think that's all I got. Hey, Jason. How's the eclipsing going? I could have tamed another missling, and I screwed up. That's how it's going. I could have done it. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but I didn't. But like Pontus says, we live and learn. And then get loves. Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing any other ones. Alright, so... Where do we go first? Let's talk to the Duchess, shall we? The flower shop person might be helpful, too. Let's talk to the flower shop person. Go to C29. Here, an elderly woman says with a sad smile, a roll for you and a flower. You look at her in surprise, but she encourages you with a nod. I'm too old to help the builder, she adds. My shop is still intact, so this is the least I can do. Hand people flowers and bread stuff. I hope it will soothe your despair. Chat with the woman. She doles out some treats to your creatures. Spend the time to heal 2 and gain an ember. Yeah, that'll work. So I'll spend time to heal 2. So now my fur wing's down to 6. And I gain an ember. So any healing I can get is best. Continue exploration. So she was pointless other than helping. Cool. Let's go talk to the Duchess. 63. This might be an utter waste of time. If you have time passes... Nope. There is a never-ending commotion in the city hall with messengers running about and clerks shouting orders. The Duchess has been forced to move her workplace to the main hall because her private office collapsed during the quake. Excuse me. We could talk to the Duchess to spend the time, or we could talk to the Duchess's assistant that doesn't spend time. So let's go to the Duchess's assistant. The Duchess's assistant turns pale as he goes back to the moments of the tragedy. The ceiling of her office collapsed, he admits, his voice trembling. We managed to get her out in time, and I hope she will recover soon. For the time being, she suffers a lot, he sighs. Also, there's a problem with the prowlers who have been recently getting skittish. Some have been cowering on the roofs. Ironic, isn't it? They can fly, yet they fear going down. Continue exploration. Biscuits. Let's talk to her. Alright, C63. It's going to cost us a time to do so. So spend the time to talk to the Duchess, 87. The Duchess is pale and visibly in pain. Her leg is broken, but she tells you not to worry about her condition. I've been through worse, she assures you and focuses on, now, tell me all you know about the dragon, the eclipse, and the portal. Moved by her kindness, you reveal everything to her, then you start asking questions. The Duchess has no idea about the dark place with the bright kernel, but as you spin the story of the islands, her brows rise. There is a scholar with whom I once spoke of these islands, she says. His name is Eric Fisk, and he is a cartographer living in the academy. You know what you need to continue your journey. When you feel ready, visit script C80 at the bottom of the map. Okay, so that's what I need to do. Then place A in slot 5. And continue exploration, which would trigger this card. Time goes by as you wander through Careburg in search of answers. C77. If token B is in slot 4, nope. If token A is in slot 6, nope. The time is passing quickly and you're tired. Your misslings don't seem to be enjoying the situation either. And as if that were not enough, you're nagged by a weird sensation that someone is watching you. Gain a fatigue card. Yay! I'll give it to you. Place secret 5 face down in event slot. So it's a secret I just revealed. This one goes flipped face down again. Set my timer to 2. Place token A in slot 6. Continue exploration. Cool. So C80 is when we need to bounce. Let's go to the academy. The academia. The academica. 66. That's an inn. Damn it. The inn is a huge, noisy place designed to accommodate many travelers. Despite that, it's quite crowded as many people who lost their homes seek shelter here. You've been here a few times, but to be honest, you prefer the shaded town's a small but cozier establishment. We can pawn unnecessary items so we can spend 1 item to gain a silver. Ask about places for the vision here. Approach the table requires Future of Careburg status 1. We don't have that. Ask about places in the vision. Nah. Let's leave. Let's leave. I don't care. So the academia might be here. So let's go to 55 and see what that is. Listen to me, my fellow townspeople, Olin says. He is exhausted after long hours of work in the infirmary, but his voice rings out loud and clear. These are difficult, uncertain times, and creatures of the dark roam the area. We must close the gates. I know that we haven't done it for 200 years, but our safety is of utmost importance. We must also send armored patrols to the neighboring villages to protect their inhabitants. People listen to Olin intently and nod their heads. Lock C-55. Done. We can support him. I'm not for that. We can advise moderate caution. I'm more for that. We can leave the crowd with a word. We'll advise moderate caution. Of course we need to be alert, but we must not close the gates. What if a wounded missling seeks shelter from predators on travelers needs help? With the gates closed, it might take too long to aid them. Gain 1 and gain Future of Careburg Part 2. And then we are going to go to C56. People stay in the square to discuss what they have heard, and Olin himself, tired after the entire day's toil, walks to the nearest tavern to rest. You hope his home and workshop will be rebuilt soon so that he can sleep in his own bed. Continue exploration. Alright, where the hell is this academy? I'm assuming it... Okay, then it's got to be here. C33. I don't have... You chance upon a group of disturbed tamers eagerly discussing a matter. As you approach, they stop talking and greet you with respect. Talk with them will lose a time, only if you don't have any of the tamer's moral status. I don't. Train with the tamers, only if slot 3 is empty. It is. Ask about places from the vision. Lose a time and go to C44. Let's do it. Let's do that. Let's ask about the vision. C44. The tamers know next to nothing about places from the vision, but they listen to you intently, eager to learn the things you know. A trainee suggests that the Duchess may know some... Oh my god. Continue exploration. That was pointless. That was straight up pointless. Alright, so we're going back to 77. Going to 84. A pedestrian in a hurry bumps into you. He mumbles a few words about being terribly sorry and dashes off. Only when he vanishes do you discover that you are a few coins shorter. Discard 1 silver. You bastard. So I lose the silver. Flip secret 5 face down. Set this back to 2. And flip this to B. And then continue exploration. You jerk. Let's go to C36. If I find you, I'm going to kill you. You know that, right? Like, terribly so. You enter the smithy and watch in awe as the blacksmith forms a white-hot arrow tip with careful hits from her hammer. Buy equipment for the upcoming journey. Or leave. We're going to leave. C80. This is getting annoying. Let's get out of here. C80. If slot 5 is empty, you still need to learn more about places from your vision. It is not otherwise written on. You're looking at the way out of town. Stay a little longer or leave the city. We're out. We're out. OWT. Leave the city. This ends this scenario. Go to script C81. If token B is in slot 1 or token A is in slot 4, someone bumps into you but walks out. A minute later, you put a hand in your pocket and discover a pouch. A minute later, so token B is in slot 1. Or token A is in slot 4. I did B. Someone bumps into you but walks on. A minute later, you put a hand into the pocket and discover a pouch of silver together with a word of thanks. Gain 2 silver. So I got robbed and got money and made an extra silver. If you have interference part 5 status, I do have that status. Go to script C74. The stray golmos you once drove away from the cave have just made their appearance. You watch in shock as they run wild and destroy a piece of the city wall. Good lord. If you have time passes, I don't. Go to script A. Okay, so it's time to kick him in the face. That's what that feels like that's saying. Go to script 83. You've discovered a cartographer who seems to be your only lead to the sky islands plaguing your dreams. You've never been to the academy where the man is located, but going there could also be an excellent opportunity to soak up some knowledge. But there's one more pressing matter waiting for you. The monsters from beyond the portal. You must return to the glade where the dragon has passed and pursue them. You must ensure they are not a threat to your community. Gain time passes status. While you were busy in the city, killers of the dragon certainly used the time to pursue their goals. Congratulations, you've reached the end of the scenario. Take the world map. Where it is? Where is it? Okay, so we'll take the world map. Flip world map card 3 to explored. So that is Kierberg. Okay. Now let's flip to explored. Open a random booster. Woohoo! We're getting some upgrades. All right. Alright, so pop this open and we'll grab. Let's grab this guy. So we're gonna open up a random booster pack. So open a random booster pack, place all cards beneath the unlock divider. Now we're gonna look at these cards first. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, boosters. Boosters. Ho ho! Galomo's alt. Alright, so let's take a look at this wonderful card. Nature's Patience. Gain one ember, and then as a bonus action, then that stays even as long as it's in your discard pile. Spend one ember to release Wrath. Deal X willpower damage in range 2, where X is your shield. Hoo-hoo. Okay. So that's pretty cool. We've got 2 kindlings for fire types. I really need to find a fire type. Attack. Gain 1 ember for every 2 damage dealt with this attack. We got 2 of those. We got some stomp. So deal 3 willpower and silence to each opponent in range 2. Reduce the willpower by opponent's shields instead of willpower, physical shields instead of willpower shields. And we've got +2 to this attack. So I got 2 of those. For the shadow types, we have Starring Bolt. So deal 3 willpower damage in range 3 for every 3 neutral cards in your discard pile. Ooh. And if I'm finding a light type, we trigger. We've got Wind Tunnel. Blink X, where X is your movement. Trigger. Okay, trigger means trigger another card. For the light types, we have Blinding Radiance. Discard all Ember, resolve the corresponding effect. If you discard 0 to 3, deal 2 willpower in any range. 4 to 8, discard 6. 9 to 10, and hit slow. And 9 to 10, deal 9 willpower, slow and weaken any range. That's actually crazy powerful. We got another fire type, which is Combustion. Deal 2 willpower, pierce 1 in range 2 for each burn on the opponent. And then the only water card that is here is Erratic Torrent. If you are in one of those spaces, trigger those abilities. So that is actually a pretty good water one for my young Iceling. So he will upgrade this card. But that's what we've unlocked so far from the boosters, but we're not done yet. Take all cards behind the advancement deck, shuffle them, and draw 8 cards. 1 fewer for each fatigue in your Miscellany's deck, and there are 2 fatigues in there. So that means we're going to shuffle the advancement deck, and we're gonna, instead of 8, we're going to draw 6. Then we're going to pick 3 of those 6, and those will be our new unlock cards. Oops, I need to flip this over. Those will be our new unlock cards. Then we remove all fatigue, fully heal your mistlings, and save the game, and we're good. We're good for this playthrough. So here we go. Shuffle these up. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put these back behind. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I did something wrong. No, I didn't. Oh, the advancement cards. Advancement cards. That's what I'm missing. Advancement. Nope, I did it right. I did it right. I was going to be like, what the who? Alright, so what did we get for our advancement cards? We got another one of the Hone to Perfections. We got a nice little push. So move an opponent in range 3 by up to 2 spaces away from you. Each space must be further from you than the previous one. And then you can spend 2 Ember to trigger. Heavy Strike. Move, attack, move an opponent in range 1 by up to 2 spaces. Another dash, we've seen that before. So move gets +2. You may spend 2 Ember to move +2 again. We've got Smart Approach. Move, place 1 card from your discard pile on top of your deck. And then we've got Swiftness. Move, move. Actually, that Swiftness might be a good one. That might be a really good one for our slow guy. So these, we get to pick 3 of these. I think push might be good. Swiftness might be good. A lot of movement in this one. The Smart Approach would be. I'm between these two, to be honest with you. Smart Approach and Heavy Strike. Heavy Strike has an attack, and then move an opponent in range 1 by up to 2 spaces. It didn't say where. I could just move them. So I can move them away from me if I need to. And this one, move, place 1 card from your discard pile. So this could give us back some potential, but I think I'm going to go with the Heavy Strike. And then these go back into the advancement cards to potentially discover later. So all of these go under our locked for us to deck build when we have. We're then going to remove all the fatigue cards from our mistlings and heal them up to full. So all fatigue removed. Heal them up to full. And then save our game and we're done. So we finished C. Huh. Interesting. So now what's left for us to do, it looks like D now for the Cold Trail to go over here and see what happens. But we saved the town, which is pretty, I'm happy about. So this is our next one that we're going to play next. So, yep, that's where we're going to end off for today. And I'll see what else I need to paint so I make sure I just quickly glance at no spoilers in terms of story, but I quickly glance just to see, oh, what mistlings might I have to fight so I can paint those quickly, because I can't, there's a lot of these, so I can't paint all of them in one sitting. I just need to paint what I need for the fight. And as you can see, the last one, I was completely surprised by the shadow one. But I've painted the shadow one now, so if it shows back up, I'm ready. But our Elkthorn, which I could have tamed, I was not able to. On BGG, there is a painting list. Oh, really? Does it per chapter, so there's no spoilers? If that's true, then I'll just use that instead. If it's saying, like, what chapters, which ones you will need, so I know, I'll go check that out. So if that's true, Eileen, thank you. That is perfect. So I will do that. I'll check out BGG for that painting list if it's per chapter. If not, then I just have to be like, okay, I'm gonna fight that. Okay, I'm gonna fight that. Okay, I'm gonna fight that. All right, let me paint those up. And that's going to be it for this playthrough. Yeah, it says like 0 to 4, paint these. Oh, sweet. Awesome. Thank you, thank you. That is amazing. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I think with the time, with the very limited time I have, it has to be chapter specific. But because if it's like 0 to 4, paint 9 minis, I can't do that because so far per chapter it's been about 2-ish, 2 to 3-ish, and I can handle that in short order to get it ready for the streams. Especially, like, I'm gonna be streaming the next chapter of this on Tuesday, which means I got today and I got tomorrow to get them done, right? So, yeah. No, each one is about 3 to 4-ish. Okay, cool. Alright, that works. Yeah, thank you, Eileen. I'm gonna go check those out. Thank you so much. Alright, that is going to end this playthrough of Dragon Eclipse. This is playthrough number 4, right? Yeah, it's playthrough number 4. So playthrough number 5, we'll talk about my thoughts on it. But if you can't tell, I'm enjoying it so far. So, except the first one's it's bigger because of starting mistlings. Yeah. But thank you so much for everyone joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither and you just were hanging out with us today, thank you so much for joining as well. This went pretty well, but we'll see how it goes for the next play. Tuesday is supposed to be the next playthrough, which will be Marvel United for the lunchtime stream, and then Dragon Eclipse for the evening. Thursday, I believe Pac-Man's back for us to continue Aeons and Outcasts. And then Sunday, Kate and Cynthia aren't able to make Arkham, so I will be playing Dragon Eclipse. I'll be playing some more Dragon Eclipse, and we'll get that stuff scheduled, and we'll see how it goes. Love the series. Keep it. Thank you. I'm glad you're appreciating it. So we'll get all that stuff scheduled later on today, so we'll see where things go. But, yeah, keep your booster packs flowing, people. Love it. But that's going to be it. Until then, I love you. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.